Good evening, Porch Chronicles. How y'all doing out there? You know what the hardest part of therapy is? Doing something for the first time. I'm gonna be honest with you. The very first time I had to be honest and tell my feelings was in my last relationship. And I remember, this is before I lost my place. I was with my boyfriend before this. And I sat in that room and I cried. Because I've never said with my mouth stuff that'll hurt people's feelings, like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. I never said anything with my mouth. Excuse me. So I let my actions do it. Now, the way I did it was very immature, but I didn't know of emotional intelligence. I would just let stuff build up, not talk about it, and then just be out, be gone, break up. Now, if I had a situation where I lived with the individual, I would like fight a lot. Like we argue. And I'm like, I don't want to do this shit no more, blah, 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 blah. And I would make it miserable. Because I didn't want to be there no more. I never did the steps and talked about every time that I felt a certain type of way. I would just wait till I didn't want to do it no more. And we would just argue. So eventually we're going to break up because I'm not going to do all that arguing. I don't know how to do all that arguing stuff. And if I just go with you, we don't live together enough, and I just ghost you and block you or be like, nah, I ain't doing this no more. You'll call me and be like, damn, where'd she go? That's how I used to do it, for real. So I never talked about anything. I just would react and be like, nah, I don't want to do this no more. I'm cool, shorty, you know. I used to act like a whole dude. Real talk. So the first time I had to sit down and use my words and actually hurt somebody's feelings and be like, nah, I'm not happy. It's not this, it's not that. It wasn't easy. It was hard for me. And then after I did it, I felt bad. I had to talk to my therapist for the next 2 weeks because I felt so bad about hurting somebody's feelings and leaving them alone. And actually telling them how I felt. That was hard for me. When you spend a lifetime of allowing people to talk to you any type of way, and you just be like, oh, okay, I'm just not going to deal with them no more. When you spend a lifetime of never using your voice or never feeling like you had a voice or a choice, and then you learn to love you, and then you learn to sit with you, and you learn to make peace with yourself, and you decide, okay, this is the healthy way. Let's do it the healthy way. Oh, that's hard. Hardest thing in this world for me is doing something the healthy way the first time, and I've never done it. The first time I had to tell the dude I date now some feelings I had, it took me 4 days. And every time we would get on the phone, I would be like, I don't want to see you. Like, I didn't want to see him because I couldn't even face him. It was hard to even face him on video. If we would be on video chat, I would cry. And he would be like, you ready to talk? And I'd be like, nope. It took me 4 days to tell an individual how they made me feel, because if I didn't tell, I would just put it in that bank and be like, okay, strike one, then strike two, then strike three, and I'm out. I be out. I just won't talk to you no more. But I ain't gonna tell you what's going on. By the time I don't talk to you no more, I done already done enough to be like, okay, he didn't hurt me this time. I'm good. I'm over it. The only person that would never let me do that was Mr. Holloway. Joshua, my husband, I mean, we didn't have a toxic relationship because we was each other's first boyfriend and girlfriend. But when I used to be scary and I never told that man my feelings. I was with that man for 22 years. And I never had to sit down and say, Josh, I feel this way, or Josh, I feel that way. Never. Wherever I felt, however stupid I acted, however retarded I acted, however mean I treated him, he absorbed it. Did he deserve it? Hell no. Do anybody deserve it? Hell no. We just bring all that bullshit in relationships and we just want somebody to tolerate it. Because that's who I am and that's what I come with. No, that's bullshit. That's some stuff from your past that you need to get rid of. But my husband tolerated me. You talking about love me. But it's not fair for somebody to have to love you when you bring them all that drama and bullshit because you messed up. I love you, Porch Chronicles.